Okay, I'm gonna okay. Okay, now I cannot see you guys. Okay, now I can see. Okay. So I know some people were not there last time, so we will briefly review the Pracetas, the story of Pracetas. Who knows the story of Pracetas? Who here knows the story of Pracetas? Does anybody know the story of Pracetas? Right? Okay, fine. So the Pracetas, what? Okay. So the Prachetas were in the line, in the dynasty of Dhruv Maharaj. Everybody knows Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj did so many penances, right? So the Prachetas, let's see, who were they? The son of. We heard the story of Prithu Maharaj previously. So Prithu Maharaj was a great king. He was the a partial incarnation of Krishna, right? He was an avatar of Krishna. So Prithu Maharaj retired. Then his son, eldest son, his name was Vijit Sava. What was his name? Vijit Sava. He became the king. Remember the story where Prithu Maharaj was doing the 99 sacrifices, and he was doing the 100th one, and Indra was taking the horse, was stealing the horse. It was the Ashwamedh Yagya, and Indra was stealing the horse. And Vijitsva was able to capture Indra, right? Saying, "Why are you stealing?" And then Prithvi Maharaj gave up the 100th one because he did not want to fight with Indra. So this son, Vijitsva of Prithu Maharaj, uh, let me go forward. This son, Vijitsva, he became the king, but he really did not like to rule the kingdom. He gave his small parts of the kingdom to his younger brothers, and then he did not like collecting taxes, right? The government collects taxes in today's world, yes, right? Your mom and dad pay taxes, and the government also for bad people, they put them in the jail. He did not like all that, Vijitsva. So he said, okay, I'm going to perform a long sacrifice. I don't want to rule the kingdom. I don't want to be the king. So he went to the forest and did his penances and then went back to God, right? So Vijitswa went back to God. So Vijitswa had a son. His name was Havirdhana, and Havirdhana became the king. And Havirdhana had the son called uh, Prachini Bari. Prachini Bari, and he had five other brothers. So Havirdhana had six sons. The eldest of the sons was called Prachini Bari. And Prachini Bari liked fire sacrifices. He used to love creating fire sacrifices. You know what is fire sacrifice? Anybody knows what is fire sacrifice? Everybody knows what is fire sacrifices? In Sanskrit, we call it yagya, right? You have a kund, and where you put the fire and you put the ghee and all other ingredients, and the fire comes out, right? And then you worship that and you go around it, circumambulated. So he loved fire sacrifices. And when you do fire sacrifices, you need to sit on kusha grass, a special kind of grass. He was so fond of it that he had made the entire earth, wherever the land was there, there was kusha grass. He loved fire sacrifices so much. So Brahmaji told Prachini Bari, right, that you should marry the daughter of the ocean god, and her name was Shatadruti. So Prachini Bari married Shatadruti, and they had 10 sons called the Prachetas. What were they called? Prachetas. So now we said What was the genealogy again? We do a quiz next week. There will be a quiz on Pracetas. So remember, Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj's son was Vijitswa. Vijitswa's son was Havirdana. Havirdana had 6 sons, and among the 6 sons, who was the eldest? Prachini Bari. And Prachini Bari had 10 sons, and they were called the Prachetas. So Prachini Bari said to this, now this is very early in the creation, right? The earth was created, there was not too much population, right? So Prachini Bari told his sons that they need to create more progeny, more people on the earth. But before they do that, they should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or Lord Vishnu, right? So they have to take up the serious responsibility of being a king, being a father, being a husband. But before that, they should do devotional service. So they said, okay, Dad, right? We take your order. We'll go to the forest and we will do penances. We will do austerities. We will go into the forest and do meditation and please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they went and reached a very dense forest, very thick forest. And in that forest, there was a beautiful lake. And besides the beautiful lakes, there were beautiful trees. There were bumblebees. There were very sweet birds cooing. It was very nice atmosphere. And there was cool breeze. So it was very nice with the lake and the cool breeze and the birds and so many blooming lotuses. It was very, very nice atmosphere. And what did they see? They also hear that the celestial songs were being sung there. Divine songs were being sung there. Now, when they reached there, what did they see as a surprise? Can anybody tell me? What did they see as a surprise? They did not see a keyboard. Ishan is showing his keyboard. What did they see? Somebody can tell me? What did they see? Who is coming out from the... Anybody remembers? Who came out from the lake? Okay, nobody remembers. Lord Shiva came out from the lake. Very effulgent. Very effulgent. Okay, let me see. You guys are chatting. Chatting is not allowed. Okay, hold on. How do I say chatting? You guys are chatting on the call. How do I turn that on? Okay. Share again. Okay. So Lord Shiva came out from the lake. Very effulgent. He came with his associates. And um, Lord Shiva was very pleased because the Pracheta, the 10 sons, were praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He knew, Lord Shiva knew that they are praying to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Shiva always likes the devotees who pray to Lord Vishnu. Yes, Meera, you have a question?
Are you going to change the screen?
Yes. Thank you for reminding. Yeah. So Lord Shiva was very pleased, and he said that I'm like good fortune be you. You may become very lucky. I'm very pleased with your excellent etiquette. You're behaving very nicely. You're listening to your father, right? And I'm happy because you're praying to Lord Vasudev. And I love devotees who pray to Lord Vishnu. And the devotees also love me as they love Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna. And I'm going to tell you a song which you recite every day. It will be very beneficial to you. Lord Shiva tells them a song, Sanskrit verses, long verses called Rudra Gita. Again, a Kahoot question. It'll be in next week's quiz. Yes, Narasimhadev, you have a question?
Is there a Kahoot today?
Not today, next week. So we have to finish the story before we do the Kahoot. Otherwise, you will tell me, oh, you're asking questions we don't even know. Right? So the Rudra Gita was chanted by Lord Shiva. And it was beautiful prayers. The Rudra Gita was talking about the prayers, about the different forms of the Lord. He comes in different forms. He comes as Lord Vishnu, he comes as Lord Ram, comes as Lord Krishna. It talks about the appearance of the Lord, how he looks. So it was a beautiful Rudra Gita prayers, and the Pracetas heard him very nicely, very attentively. They right. So it was these prayers were talking about Lord's powers, expressions of pure devotion, right? And and Lord Shiva said that anybody who recites this Rudra Gita can take the benedictions from Lord Vishnu. And Lord Brahma also had told Lord Shiva that this prayer, if anybody recites this prayer, they will not be ignorant, they will be knowledgeable. And if anybody recites this prayer, says these prayers early in the morning, and let others hear it, they will not have any misery. They will not be having any difficulties. They will not have tension, right? You guys sometimes feel, I have an exam, I'm stressed out. So if you say the Rudra Gita every day early in the morning, you will have no stress. But for you kids, it's the most easiest thing to do in this age is what? Rudra Gita is very complicated, it's Sanskrit verses. What is the most easiest thing for you guys to chant every day? Who can tell me? Let's see, Sahasrashrita.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yes. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This mantra is the Mahamantra. It's very easy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you chant every day for 10 minutes, if somebody's already chanting one mala, make it two mala. If somebody's chanting, I know Hari is chanting 16 malas every day. That takes 2 hours. But I'm not saying everybody needs to chant 16 rounds, but let's start. If somebody's not chanting, chant. It'll purify your heart. You will not have any stress. And you will do good in your studies. You will have focus, right? Sometimes you don't remember things. Like, what did I study yesterday? What did the teacher teach? But when you chant, your mind becomes sharp. You remember a lot of things. It'll help you in your studies. You'll become a better student. So then Lord Shiva said, chant this Rudra Gita every day, and you will surely attain Lord Vasudev, Lord Krishna, or Lord Vishnu, right? And then Pracetas, submissively, right? Very with humble, saying, yes, you are our guru. Because Shiva came there and instructed them. So he's their guru. And so they said, yes, Lord Shiva, you have been very merciful to us. And who's Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is like a pure devotee of the Lord. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it's said, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. The biggest devotee, one of the biggest devotee of Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu is Shiva, Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva, I don't know if you guys know the stories of Narsi Mehta. Yes, Jasvita, you have a question?
Why did Lord Shiva come to bless to teach him the thing?
Yeah, so Lord Shiva came because he was very pleased. He saw that these 10 brothers are very united and want to please the Lord Vishnu, but they don't really know how to. So he wanted to give them instructions.
Okay, thank you.
So, if you recall some of the stories, Lord Shiva, his other name is Ashutosh. What is the other name? Ashutosh. He is easily pleased. For Brahmaji, you might have to meditate for a long, long time. Vishnu, you might have to meditate a long time, like Dhruva Maharaj. But he was very lucky that he did so much austerities that small child Dhruva Maharaj, 5 years old, in 6 months he was able to see Lord Vishnu. And most easily pleased is Lord Shiva. He's called Ashutosh. So some of the demons also go and pray to Lord Shiva that I want that if I will touch anybody, they will die. They will burn. Bhasmasur. Bhasmasur asked for a boon from Lord Shiva that I've prayed you so much. Please give me a boon that if I touch somebody, they will burn. And what happened after that? That Bhasmasur and Lord Shiva said, yes, so be it. Tathastu. And then that demon said, okay, let me test it. He is running after Lord Shiva to put his hand on Lord Shiva, saying it really works or not. And Lord Shiva is running. Lord Shiva is running. Ishan, are you in the class? So please don't use your mouse. Just pay attention. So Lord Shiva is running away, that he's going to burn me. I just gave him the benediction. I gave him the boon. And yes, Ashita.
Can't he just take away the boon?
No, once a boon, they don't do that. Once you give a boon, right? It's like a word. If you give a word, you don't take it back, right? Lord Ram said, I will go to the forest. He didn't. He didn't take it back. Dashrath couldn't take it back. Remember the words? Yes, Gauri.
So Lord Shiva asked Bhasmasur to put the hand on his own head. Then Bhasmasur put his hand and then he burned over there.
Yeah, not Lord Shiva.
Yeah,
Vishnu had to
no,
come.
Bhasmasur.
Yeah, but how did Bhasmasur put his hands on his head?
Mm-hmm.
Who came to help? Yes, Lakshay.
Vamandev.
Vamandev? You said Vamandev? Did you say Vamandev? No, who came?
I think it's like some incarnation of Krishna. I don't remember who.
Yeah, some incarnation of Krishna. Yeah, Sahasra Ashita, you know who came?
Vishnu came as a woman.
Yes, very nice. Yes, Gauri, who came?
Mohini Murti, I think.
Yes, Lord Vishnu in the form of a woman, very beautiful woman. She came and she was dancing, right? So beautifully she was dancing. Lord Vishnu was dancing, and then she was asking, and that Bhasmasur was like enchanted, like he was attracted towards her, and she was saying, "You also dance with me." And she made him put his hand on his head, and then he was burned to ashes. Bhasmasur was burnt to ashes. So why I'm telling this story? So Lord Shiva, if you please him, he says, okay. Ishan wants laptop, I'll give him 100 laptops. So he'll go away from me. Oh, he wants Xbox, I'll give him an Xbox. I'll give him a PS4 so that he doesn't bother me. But that's not the real thing you want. If somebody's really sincere to Lord and they say, okay, Shiva, I don't need all this PS4 and Xbox and computers and laptops. I really want what is most beneficial to me. I really want what you think is best for me. Then what will he do? He give you the bhakti of Lord Krishna, of Lord Vishnu. Because he knows that you're sincere. He doesn't want to be bothered. Okay, these people are praying for me. Let them pray and then I'll give them so that they will not bother me again. But if somebody says, I really want what is best for me, then he will give the bhakti of Lord Vishnu. because he's one of the biggest devotees. And that's what he'd give to Narsi Mehta. Narsi Mehta was a big devotee of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva came and said, "What do you want?" He says, "Please give me the whatever you think is the best." Then he says, "Okay, I will give you bhakti of Lord Krishna." And he became such a great devotee of Lord Krishna that he was always chanting, always doing meditation prayers and everything. That he didn't used to take care of his family. He had to marry his daughter in a big way, and his wife was saying, "Okay, you're always chanting, you're always singing bhajans and everything. How will you marry your daughter?" He said, "Okay, Krishna will take care." And Krishna did come. Krishna came and arranged the beautiful wedding of his daughter. Everybody was amazed that there were so many food items. Food items were being placed on golden plates and everything. Krishna personally came and married of Narsimata's daughter. So Shiva also helps those who want the worship of Krishna. So this is where we so Shiva gave them the benediction that you perform, and he gave them the instructions. He became their teacher, he became their guru, and then Shiva left. So Pracetas then went inside what? Then went inside and prayed for 10,000 years. They meditated on Lord Vishnu for 10,000 years. Another quiz question. And where did they go inside? Can somebody tell from the last class? Where did they meditate?
In the water?
In the water, in the lake. They went inside the water and meditated for 10,000 years. And finally, they had the darshan of Lord Vishnu. And we will speak about that. He came with 8 hands on a Garuda. So while they were worshipping, while the Pracetas were worshipping Lord Vishnu, what were their father doing? What was their father doing? So we will learn now. What was their father doing? So that father, I was telling, Prachini Bari was their father, and he was very fond of fire sacrifices. He was very fond of what? Fire sacrifices. And the fire sacrifices earlier, people used to also, Ishan, are you using a computer for something else? So please don't touch the laptop. Just listen. So Prachini Bari was also sacrificing a lot of animals. He was sacrificing a lot of goats, horses in the sacrifice. They were being killed. So earlier, when the sacrifices were being done, if there are pure brahmanas, if they're pure people, pure pandits who know how to chant the mantras properly, and if you kill an animal in a sacrifice, that animal in the next life will become a human. But everything has to be perfect. The Brahmana has to recite the prayers nightly without any mistake in any Sanskrit word. They have to make sure all the materials used in the yajna are pure. Otherwise, what will happen? The animal will not get a human life in the next birth. And the person who is sacrificing the horse or the goat or the other animals like a rabbit or a deer or anything, they will get the karma. They will get the bad karma for killing them. So this guy, Prachini Bari, was sacrificing a lot of animals. And Narad Muni was concerned. Narad Muni came to know about it. And he said, this father of Pracetas, why is he killing so many animals in sacrifices? What is he going to get? So he came. Who is on this picture? Do you guys recognize him? Yes, Meera. Who is this whose picture is this?
Narad Muni.
Narad Muni. So Narad Muni came to Prachini Bari. And he showed him a vision. Like, look, in this picture doesn't show the vision. He showed him a picture that he could see that, okay, you see the cow there? Not the cow, but the goat, the horse, the rabbit. You had all these animals killed. They're waiting. They're waiting that when you die, these goats and these deer and these animals want to kill you by, like, they want to hurt you by poking their horns in you. They're waiting. And he was like, what? I did not know that. They said, Narada Muni said, you killed all these animals in the fire sacrifices, yeah? And they're waiting for their revenge. And why do you want to do these fire sacrifices? What will you gain? Okay, you will gain some material benefit that, okay, there will be rains and there will be this and that. But the best sacrifice is chanting the names of the Lord, meditating on the Lord. You don't need to do these fire sacrifices. Why you need to do these fire sacrifices? So Prachini, I said, yes, I understand now. Please, thank you that you told me this truth. I was not aware. I thought this fire sacrifices is very good. The killing animals is good. I did not know all this stuff. Thank you very much. So then Narada Muni then told them other stories also. Then we will get to those stories. Narada Muni is telling the stories of Puranjana and the story of the deer. But before that, what do you think? Is killing animals good? Is killing animals good and eating them as chicken? What is it called? Tender chicken or chicken fries or having a steak or anything good? Why is it not? Why is it good or why is it not good? Can somebody tell me? And what will happen if I eat non-veg? What will happen if I eat chicken or goat, or what will happen? Yes, Mira.
In your next life, you're gonna get karma.
In next life, you can get karma. Yes, what kind of karma can you get?
The animals are gonna do the same to you.
Yeah, the animals can do the same to you. They can do the same to you. Right? They can do the same to you. So they can become humans and they can kill you. Right? Right? So that's why we try to see, we eat vegetarian food. Right? We eat vegetarian food. So then Narad Muni then told them stories of King Puranjana. It is uh, story of a mythical character, a made-up story too, so that he can understand what is really going on. So this guy, this king Puranjana, lived in a city of 9 gates. 9 gates basically are saying our ears, our nose, mouth, all that thing. So the soul, Puranjana, was living in a city of 9 gates, and he would kill innocent animals, right? And the forest by hunting. And he was very much interested in materialistic affairs, like he would go on hunting, would eat these animals and enjoy with his wife, but not meditate or not chant anything. And he loved his wife so much. He loved his wife so much. He was so attached to her that when he died just thinking of his wife. Oh, I will miss you. Oh, my wife. Oh, my wife. So in his next life, what did he become? A woman. Because he was thinking about his wife. So if we keep thinking about our friends or our people and not think about God, we might take that body next life. And this whole birth cycle that will keep on going, right? Oh, I'm so attached to my dog. I become a dog next life. I'm attached to my fish in the aquarium. I might become a fish. I love swimming so much that I always want to swim. One person asked Prabhupada, saying, Prabhupada, I love swimming. I love swimming. And I want to swim all the time. He said, Krishna said, okay, next life, probably Krishna can make you a fish. And you keep swimming. Because Krishna is our father. He will, if you deserve something, if you wish that, then Krishna will make it happen. So wish what you really want. Oh, if you wish, oh, I had the most money in the world and you work hard for it, you might get the most money. But then you see that money is not everything. You need money, yes, but you also need peace. You need happiness. And money cannot buy that. And when you chant the names of Hari, when you chant the names of Krishna, you get that happiness. So think what you want. So he told the story of Puranjana and said, see, Prachini Bari, this Puranjana king, he was always thinking about getting a big kingdom and expanding his kingdom, and loved his wife so much. He was attached to his wife so much. And then when he was dying, then he was thought about his wife, and he became a woman. And if you want to get out of this birth and death cycle, then you have to take to bhakti. Then Narada Muni told them another story, right? So Narada Muni told them the story of a deer. A deer was grazing the grass very nicely, along with his spouse, along with his wife, but he was engrossed in eating the grass so very nicely that he did not notice that a tiger was coming to eat the deer. He also did not notice that there was a hunter standing behind the tree with a bow and an arrow. And who is this deer? This is us. We are just, oh, I'm so happy playing my Xbox, playing my PS4. And who is this tiger? In time. Time is ticking always. The tiger is coming slowly, right? To catch. The time is also coming slowly, and we are wasting time. We're not chanting. And who is this hunter? Who is the hunter? Who can tell me? What does this hunter mean? Who is going to kill us? Who is that hunter? Who can tell me? What does this hunter represent? So we said that deer is us. The tiger is the time, which doesn't stop. It moves slowly, and we don't want to waste time. And who is the hunter? Who is standing behind and just waiting for his turn? It's death. Death will come. Yeah, death will come, yes. So we have to understand. Narada Muni is telling that you have to understand this time and death are waiting. If you don't chant the names of the Lord and you keep doing this fire sacrifice, it's not going to help you. So Prachini Bari understood that he was being neglectful. So he went to he was very happy with Narad Muni. He thanked him so much, and he said that you're saving me from hell. And he was saying, I'm just going to worship the Lord now. Right? So he took the shelter of the Supreme Lord, Prachini Bari, and he departed for a place called Kapila Ashram. Which place did he go? Kapil Ashram. Kapil Ashram. He constantly worshipped Lord Krishna and eventually reached the spiritual world, went back to Godhead. Now, do you think Narad Muni gave the right advice to Prachini Bari? Why do you think that Narad Muni gave the right advice? Who can tell me? Okay, Narasimha Dev is quiet today. Narasimha Dev, why do you think Narad Muni gave the right advice to Prachini Bari?
Could you repeat that?
Why do you think Narad Muni gave the good advice to Prachini Bari?
So so he can be liberated, so he doesn't make the wrong mistakes.
And what is
Because
the
like
mistake making?
because he was sacrificing the animals and he thought that was like helping, for the sacrifice. But Narambudi told him that he should you're not doing spiritual life and you're doing like way too much in material and you should go out and you should leave and do sacrifice. And
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
yeah.
Not do fire sacrifice, but do spiritual activities. Okay, Ishan, you tell me, does spiritual life make one sensitive towards other living beings? If you're leading a spiritual life, do you become sensitive to other living beings?
Yeah, because you feel compassionate for them.
You feel compassion. And what is non-violence? What is non-violence? Just non-violence means just don't kill animals. Is that non-violence? What is
Yeah, it means don't hurt, don't cause pain
and how can pain be caused?
through multiple ways.
What are the multiple ways through pain can be caused?
Like,
Okay, thank you, Ishan. Let's see somebody else can answer that question. Okay, let me pick. Okay, if people are not putting the cameras on, so okay, I know Lakshya's. Okay, Anish, I will ask you. How do you think non-violence can happen? I know one part is by violence can happen by killing somebody, but what other ways violence can happen? So
I
Ishan,
like
yeah, go ahead.
by like torturing them,
Torturing, how?
like not giving them food or
Yeah.
yeah.
What else? Yes, Narsimhadev.
Maybe criticizing or suicide.
Criticizing, yes, yes. Jasvita,
It could also come if you're just making fun of them,
yes, very nice.
if you're hurting their feelings.
Yes, very nice. Yes, Nimai.
Homicides and
Say that again.
murders.
Murders, homicides. That's what you said? Yes, very nice. Yes, so all these things, different things. It's not just physical body harm, right? You can even say harsh words. That is violence. If I say very bad things to you, that is violence. If I emotionally torture you, that is also violence. It's just not killing animals. We have to understand how to speak, how to behave. And if I'm scolding and I'm screaming, that is violence. Do we want to be nonviolent? Yes. So speak the nice things. Don't ever use curse words. Don't ever use curse words. Don't ever hurt anybody's feelings. Right? So we will make an effort to be nonviolent all the time, not to hurt anybody, right? Now, so we learned all these lessons. So next week, what we will have, what happened when Vishnu came to see the Pracetas? They've been meditating for 10,000 years. What happened to them? What happened after Prachini Bari left to the forest and then went back? What happened to the kingdom? We will learn all this and we will also have a Kahoot, right? So you will remember all these lessons. Yeah, you will remember all this. And next week we have on Saturday, what do we have? One of the big festivals. Big festivals. Let's see. I know Ishan knows, but let's see, Gauri. What festival do we have?
Dashera.
Dashera. What does Dashera mean? Why do we celebrate Dashera?
Dashera is when Ram kills Ravan.
Ram kills Ravan. And we have Ravan in our heart. We have Ravan in our heart. We have, I want a nice video game. I want, that guy has a nice video game. I want a better video game than him. We get angry. We get jealous. We are rude to people. That is Ravan. We want to steal. That is Ravan. We have Ravan in our heart. So we need to kill that Ravan by saying, Ram, please come in my heart and kill this Ravan. That is the Shera. That is the real meaning of the Shera. That we have to remove all these bad things from our heart. That is the Shera. Okay? So we will end here and say our prayers. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kripasindubhya evacha patitanam pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hari Hari Bol.